Today, I want to talk about the V token and why it has been catching a lot of attention. And I have heard about this in the past. I believe someone commented on it on an XLM thing, but I haven't really found a direct connection there yet. So if anyone has one, I would love to hear that. But that could have just been a coincidence. But the big news is that Visa is now using Blockv VEE, who has the V token. You can find it in a couple of spots, but it looks like the most popular one is on Uniswap. It's unfortunately on the Ethereum network, and it is paired up against wrapped ETH. So that's not exciting for me, but I might just have to accept that. We will come back and talk about the price action, but after the announcement, it increased about 762%. I saw 795 earlier, but I might just not be in the exact right spot. I don't know. And we have come down a lot since then. I would expect this because a lot of people bought in here. They got an 800% return, and then they sold out and just got out of it. But the chart does generally look pretty good. But I will talk about that more, as well as a little bit more off of the site itself. But let's talk about why this has attracted a lot of attention over the last days or so, which today is January 5th of 2024. So Visa unveils Web3 loyalty platform, allowing brands to create custom branded crypto wallets. But it does do more than that. It is all about finding new ways to engage with customers and keep their engagement. Because if you look at the numbers, 77% value real world experiences over points, and 60% prefer experiences tailored to their preferences, which could be driven off of what they actually purchase. They are planning to act as a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 innovations, offering brands a customizable enterprise platform to create immersive experiences. They tossed out a couple of things like AR treasure hunts and digital collectibles, which would be NFTs. When I hear AR, I think of how render with its GPU decentralization can be involved, but that's not the point here. And also, as I will explain more on, there is a connection to SHX by way of Visa as well. So I thought that was pretty interesting and enough to actually begin to poke around a little bit more on this. The technology itself is a blockchain agnostic protocol called the Smart NFT protocol, and Smart NFT Technologies actually owns Blockv VEE, and that is how this is actually coming into play here. Here is an article primarily about the price change, and that was probably early because it went up another 300% or so. And that's just more on the announcement itself, essentially. The interesting thing I found was that V created smart utility NFTs in 2017 before the 2021-2022 JPEG NFT hype, which I believe in the technology of NFTs and what they can do, but I thought that the JPEG NFTs were, I was insane, and I got into it a bit, and I learned, and that's just part of the process here. And I'm the type where oftentimes I can only learn the hard way, but they have been in this technology for a long time now. So here's a review of the announcement, which does not actually call out V specifically, but it does call out Smart Media Technologies, which again owns Blockv VEE. So that is how this is actually important. So I won't do all of this because it's not all directly important to the points that I'm actually trying to make. But a 5% increase in customer loyalty correlates with a 25% increase in profit. Keeping an existing customer is 5 to 25 times less expensive than acquiring a new one. That was an ugly N. Okay. 84% of consumers say they are likely to remain with a brand that offers a loyalty program, and 93.1% of companies that track ROI for their loyalty programs have a positive ROI. I attribute this mostly to my millennial generation and Gen Z. A lot of us seem very eager to provide our contact information to receive some perks that, in my eyes, oftentimes aren't exactly perks. But with things like credit cards, I do actually use those perks, and I trust them a little bit more because I don't think that they are actually providing my contact information and profiting off of that. I have a lot of credit card points, hotel points, and a lot of airline miles as well, because of the extensive amount of travel that I have to do for my line of work. But Web 2 loyalty needs an update. Closed loyalty ecosystems and lack of value. We often feel that the rewards aren't exactly worth it, which is true. Americans rack up about 50 billion in rewards points and miles each year, but about 30% go unredeemed. I don't redeem a lot of mine, primarily just because I don't have the available time to enjoy my hundreds of thousands of hotel points and airline miles. But I did use my credit card points to pay for about 80% of my new MacBook Pro or M3 Pro, where I do the tiny amount of video editing that I actually do. Transactional relationships, I don't really care, because in my opinion, and I'm probably old school in this part at least, but if I'm interacting with the company for their product, that's about all I care about. Web3 goes beyond transactional rewards. It's all about experiences for probably anyone under the age of 40 at this point. I'm not that type. I would prefer cash points and airline miles to redeem them how I want. But again, I am old for crypto at least. Okay, there was another one in here that I thought I wanted to highlight, but I think I already read that one. Oh yeah, Visa has over 4 billion debit and credit cards and over 80 million partners. This might not be big for Visa right now, but it is a massive leap for Web3 mass adoption, which is what I am all about. So, we are talking about SHX, V, and WadsPay here. These three are probably going to perform extremely well, and V and SHX have already begun to provide some really impressive returns. I'm up about 4.5x on my SHX, and I bought in at about twice as high as I should have if I actually had have bought in when I first heard about it back in September. But yeah, so yeah, that's just how it goes. Um, from crypto banker SHX, me now preparing for when the world finally sees that SHX is the new Visa, and Visa are with V for Web3 engagement, and that is the tie to tie to SHX here. It's not a direct tie in between the two at this point in time, but it does paint a p- picture for the things that I have a lot of interest in. And the tie is that SHX is the audience favorite in the Visa Everywhere competition. I don't have a date on this. I could have looked that up, but I chose not to. I don't know why, because that would have actually helped. Um, and I should have actually done that. V was up 800% on January 4th and is still up 500% and climbing as of about 8 a.m. Central Time on January 5th. It is now not that high, but I will review the charts a little bit in here. Why they were the one chosen for Visa's Web3 loyalty rewards, which apparently came out of nowhere, but we will check out their site and see why it was actually a really good fit. Um, Volume on V is increasing, and the price could as well once word gets out more about this. Just like we are seeing now with a lot of large crypto accounts on X beginning to talk about SHX a lot more as well. So here's how Wadzilla actually sees things. If WadsPay, SHX, and V cared so much about price action, token value, and consistently updating us on what's going on to bring more value to quote unquote investors, they would be seen as possible securities by the SEC. It's good that they are just doing their thing, working in the background and accomplishing things like any other company would. I don't really understand the mindset of crypto people because they think that they are investors in a company just because they buy the company's product, which is what a crypto token actually is. And the one project that I have off of the top of my head is probably Casper. They have tons of potential. They are working on things right now, and it looks like they have been rolling some things out on chain. So I know what they do, I know in general how it works, and I know who they are working with. So that's all I ask for, and I think that the crypto community overall is still relatively immature. And once we move into the institutional and into the more enterprise adoption phase, I think a lot of these types of people who want immediate returns will probably cash out, and the more mature ones will actually hang around. So crypto has been a lot of fun so far in 2024 with things like SHX pulling a 10x, which I caught about a 4.5, and I'm okay with that. And now V. Okay, so let's check out the website a little bit before we check out the charts again. So, what is V? It is the utility token that powers the Blockv VEE protocol for smart NFTs. Each time an NFT is created, a token is minted on chain or a contract is deployed across our entire ecosystem. The publisher or creator is charged in V. So, it's a pay as you go system that is priced in USD but transacted in V. So things won't get more expensive if the price of V actually goes up. The price will just be off of the increased amount of volume and the increased amount of actual adoption. So they're on these exchanges right now. Uniswap seems to be the most popular one at this point, and here's our current price. There are some rewards as well, but that I don't know if that's active right now. Yep, okay. I mean, it has a button there, so you can earn some APY on that. There is some information on the tokenomics there, which I won't get into right now, but I will probably look more into that. So, as far as the NFTs go, they are providing frictionless access designed for, I hate this word, I'll just call it AR and VR. Uh, they are programmable, and I heard something somewhere on X about AI, but they are multi-chain compatible, which will be um, really interesting because it provides the companies who want to actually adopt this number of options. So there is the face, which is the visual representation of the actual NFT, the proprietary technology that allows Blockv NFTs to run autonomous code that intelligently responds to commands, is network aware and event sensitive. So that could be like if you bought uh, tickets to a game, um, it could trigger at that time a unique ID, okay, and the reactor core, which is programmable actions used to change the mode of NFTs after emission, giving creators the power to make their NFTs redeemable, geo-droppable, as in if you're actually at an event, or combinable. So the examples is interesting. They are working with a lot of different brands, and I actually found a more holistic one. I think it was on the bottom of their homepage, actually. So I'm going to go there. And if you scroll down, you can see who they are actually working with. So Unilever and PepsiCo are huge because they have tons and tons of brands. Doritos, Samsung, the NBA, Verizon, KFC, Yahoo, and American Express as well. So that is interesting because it's another credit card, probably trying to do the exact same thing, and they haven't updated it yet with Visa, but it's on there. And I don't know about you, but I am amazed at how many Web3 sites are not kept up to date, and how they are very underwhelming at times. For example, on the roadmap here, it only goes from 2021 into 2022. Why they haven't actually adopted that, I don't know. Or why they haven't up-to-dated that, I don't know. It seems like it would probably help them out, but again, it is a company that is concentrating on actually, uh, doing what they do, and not concentrating all of their time and attention on people like us who are uh, who are just wanting to learn more about it when we're not the ones who will actually be working with them. So V charts so here is our 1 day chart. Obviously, we went from 0.0032 or so all the way up to about 8 cents almost, and now we're back to about 1.8 cents. So a lot of people got in here. It went up and they cashed out, which immediately sent everything way back down, and it went as far as 0.007, which was actually just about a 2x on where it was before. But now it seems like it's attracting more it's attracting a lot of eyes right now, and we probably have a lot of people interested in it now because of what it actually does, who are not interested in a big pump and dump. So our MACD has been increasing. We did even out here, but our RSI has been increasing as well. So I might expect it to continue to go up a little bit. Yeah, it just turned up again on the 4-hour chart, and I would think that the RSI would probably follow soon. But in my opinion, the important thing here right now is this green line here that says that we have cash coming in. So that will actually help the price as well. And then our 1 week chart isn't too much different than what I just explained. So as a very high level review, that is what V is all about.